Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Titans Returns Metalhawk. This guy is one of the members of the Siege on Cybertron box set, and this is one of the main reasons I wanted this box set, is this figure, even more than Jinrai. I was willing to go get the Takara Jinrai, but this is one of the figures where I couldn't miss out on. One, he's using that trigger happy mold, which I think is just brilliant. Transforming it, just to get familiar with it once before I did this review. I remembered how much I love this mold and this transformation. I just think it looks that good in robot, in its jet mode here, and the transformation I think is a lot of fun. It's not just like tuck the legs in, and there's a lot more to it, which we'll get into. So I'll go from jet to robot and back to jet, but I wanted to kind of show this off. Now, as far as paint applications go, you see that there is some really nice like red paint here, the blue, the white. You have the Tampercraft Autobot logos on there, or they almost look like they're painted on, look really good. Then you have some of the silver paint, red paint here, over here with the red paint on the wings as well. This part is actually molded red plastic, so all this blue that you have back here, this is painted blue, and then you also have this painted silver for the thrusters or exhaust, whatever you want to call them there. But this is just molded blue plastic, so that's a kind of difference right there. But still, they kind of kept with it. Whenever they use the paint, they use this kind of like pearl kind of color into it, and whenever they did the the plastic, it also has kind of that pearl tint to it as well, so they look really good together. Like the same here, I don't know, probably see it the best in the legs. I don't know how well it's showing off, but just gonna let you look at that so you can see what I'm kind of talking about. Over here we have the red on the paint, and the silver also with the red translucent canopy, and then you have the red paint going off on the sides, which looks really good. So just a really great looking figure, and glad to have this character in my collection because I couldn't afford the G1. And it's just a really awesome representation, so I like it a lot. Now, as far as its guns, these come off. You can do the whole thing where you put the guns together, and then if you wanted to have a little Tight Master sit in the seat, you can plug his feet in there. I'm not going to do it, but you can plug his feet in there, and then he could, I guess, plug in somewhere whenever he's in robot mode. But that's pretty much it for that. As far as getting the figure out of the canopy, just kind of get a fingernail barely in there. You also don't want to scratch that paint, and you can see that we have our Tight Master in here. And just close that back up. As far as detail on him, you can see the arms, they go up and down. They kind of go in and out just a little bit, not really a whole lot. There's really not a whole lot to the face. There's no paint applications. This is Hasbro again. I put a ton of paint apps in this guy, but not really in this one, which they haven't done the entire time. So, but whenever we fold him up, you can see the Metalhawk face, which looks really good. You can see those blue eyes. Hopefully that's showing up. So really nice looking. Alright, so getting into the transformation, the first thing that we're going to do, almost forgot the first thing, go ahead and close that up. I'm going to pull this out. This is connected into there, and then just kind of extend those. Do the same thing with this one, pull that out, and just kind of extend that as well. Then with the legs, just kind of pull these out. These two clips are connected into there. So it's like that. So just kind of pull those out, extend the legs, and just kind of leave them, sitting down like so. Then with this section here, you can go ahead and come forward with that. Just bend it like that. And then we're going to rotate. You can see that you have kind of like you can see there, 180. And then you can come down with that section there. Then you can come back with this. You're going to rotate 180 at the waist. separate the legs. You can go ahead and bring the feet out, and they have the little heel spurs that kind of follow them. And kind of adjust the legs however you want. Come down with this section, and then this will just clip up like so. And do the same thing with this one. And then fold the wings back, flip the guns up, and then pull out the fist. And again, you know, I absolutely love this mold. I think it looks great. With the heads on these, I usually kind of flip the head backwards. Or let's see, did I already do that? No, yeah, that's the way that I like it. I think they fit in there a little bit better. And we'll give him his gun so you can kind of get the full effect look at you know, what this guy's going to look like on the shelf. Or maybe this gun goes over here. Let's see. There you go. And we'll just kind of do a little 360. The paint applications are, you know, going to be the same as, you know, what I mentioned earlier whenever we had them in jet mode. So, you know, face, you know, that red paint, the silver paint here in the chest, you know, this is all that blue paint with the silver paint on here on red. This is the, you know, just blue plastic. You have the nice silver and red paint down here as well. So, and there's the wings. This guy cleans up really nicely, I think. And I think whenever you put him on your shelf, you know, with all those paint apps and everything, that, you know, he's going to be one of those standout, you know, figures. So let's go ahead and cover articulation. You know, it's exactly the same as it was on Trigger Happy, but if you never picked up Trigger Happy or you've got what articulation he had, we'll go ahead and cover it. Head, you know, rotates, a little bit of bend back and forth, however you need there. Shoulders. Oh, there just went my... There we go. We'll just set that to the side. Shoulders, you know, back and forth here. Then you also have where they can rotate here, so you get all that movement that you would need with a ball joint. It's just on two separate joints there. You have the bend in the elbow. You do have a mushroom peg that can go, you know, in like this, but then you're gonna have the gun hit the wing if you try to go out. So that's kind of the only problem with that, or I guess you can kind of move it a little bit. So however you need to do whenever you know, I guess messing with your figure. Wrist, you know, doesn't rotate, they just go in and out. The waist does rotate here, that mushroom peg, that's part of a transformation as well. Legs, back and forth. Ball joints holding up pretty nicely. You see that I'm putting kind of a little bit of force there, and it's still just staying there. So mushroom peg here in the thigh. You have more than a 90-degree bend here at the knee, and the feet can kind of go, you know, back and forth like so. So just kind of one little final look. Head didn't, you know, get too far from me. Just really, really nice. I like it. So. All right, so transformation, going back. I'm going to go ahead and put the fist in, straighten the arms out, come out with the guns, and then do the same thing with this one. Straighten that out, come out with the guns. Then we can put the wings in, and then separate, and then come out again. So these will just kind of hang off to the side. Just come up 90 degrees with the canopy. Go ahead and rotate the waist 180. Go ahead and flip these feet in. And then we're going to separate here. So it's going to look something like that. Rotate 180. You go ahead and put the canopy back into place. These legs, you can see that they have the two pegs there and the two slots there. Go ahead and connect those. And then you're going to come forward like this, and then these two pegs right here are going to connect here in the side, and you can see how that's flush. So this isn't supposed to connect there, so it's the legs that fold up there, and I really like that, how that's a solid connection. Then with this, you can see there's a peg there, and you have a slot here, so just kind of line those up, and do the same thing with this one here. Line that up, and then you can come down, these kind of slide into that spot right there. And you can come down with the landing gear. You can put your guy back in his canopy. You can put the guns back up under the wings. There's two holes here where they plug in, but pretty much there he is, all transformed back, and it looks great in both modes. So I just wanted to show this off for you guys and see what you thought. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully I was able to help you with transformation or any other buying decisions, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.